know why you guys are only, letting the public know about one of the violations that are, why are you only letting the public know about one of the violations? When I, messaged Bader and I asked him to, explain the violations, he, only explained one of them. Why is that?
You had asked me about that one violation.
No, I asked
right?
you about all of them.
You asked me about the violation was posted in the paper, and I answered that violation. I didn't know you were asking about other violations that occurred. You mentioned the notice in the paper, right?
Okay.
Or unless you're talking about email me today, because I haven't talked to the water treatment plant about the email I received today from you.
So why don't you tell everybody that you haven't been reporting, your discharge, the city's discharge into the Illinois River since 2019. And that's why you can't go after Carus for their discharge, because you're in violation yourself.
Perfect.
No?
You got it right here.
Then I'm just gonna read this letter that, is gonna go to the Attorney General and the Pollution Board, and, we're gonna get people to sign on to it. This letter is respectfully requesting that the City of LaSalle hold a public hearing to address the violations by the Attorney General and the Pollution Board, and are also requesting that this court allow any concerned citizens ample time to voice their concerns regarding the permitted levels contaminants being discharged into the surrounding waters. We find that these violations by the City of LaSalle to be extremely reckless. The mayor has a history of keeping the citizens of this town in the dark on important matters such as this, and cannot be allowed to continue to operate in this manner. He has been able to keep important city business and violations such as the ones in question today. Examples of this are meetings with members of the city at local restaurants, and meeting with them individually or one at a time, or one person short of the rules requiring him to record the meeting. He avoided letting the residents know about these violations by bypassing it and announcing it. Instead of announcing it on the city agenda, he snuck it into a meeting where he called for the council to vote on it on the fly by using what's called a straw vote. This is a way for him to force the council to vote on a matter without giving them the time to do their due diligence. Due to the examples given and the severity of the violations, we are requesting an immediate and complete review and investigation of not only their permits, but the permits issued to other major polluters contributing to pollution in our town, Illinois Cement and the Carus Corporation. How can the City of LaSalle be left in charge of issuing discharge permits and keep them from violating them when they themselves have been carelessly violating their own permits? We respectfully request that this review begin with the discharge permits issued to the Carus Chemical Company due to their extensive history of chemical contamination violations and the fact that the Carus Company designs and manufactures the hazardous chemicals being injected directly into and other water systems worldwide, and they claim this to clean drinking water. We believe this review of their discharge permits is valid and necessary to identify and prioritize their discharge, including identifying all substances being discharged from this plant into the water and soil surrounding this plant. We recently took water samples directly coming from the discharge pipe and sediment samples directly underneath the pipe where the water lands before the water enters the Vermilion River. They were taken using a lab-approved test tubes, documented using official chain of custody paperwork and procedures, and video recorded to show that the results are in fact from the Carus Chemical Plant. These test results were done by an independent test laboratory recommended by the Sierra Club. The results are attached to this letter. The results show very high levels of zinc, barium, mercury, manganese, and phosphates. So it is clear from these results that the City of LaSalle is negligent and unqualified to oversee or issue these permits. The result of the dangerous chemicals that we are recently found into the
You're down to 30 seconds, Marty.
well, that sucks. I'll read the next one. The rest of the next one is a lot more growth. It's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.